I'm Lissa Friedman, Child Welfare Bureau Chief in Arlington County. At the centerpiece of my over 35 years in the field of child welfare is a core belief that children do better when they can stay connected to their family. As we talk about building supportive communities for individuals experiencing substance use disorder, we need to think about kin as an essential piece of that support system. Kin are taking care of their own all over the world without any involvement with social services. They may need no supports, or they may be accessing TANF or child care subsidy. When families do come to the attention of child welfare, their involvement could be anywhere along a continuum. They could be involved with child welfare, but the family retains custody. Or they could be placed in foster care with the agency taking custody, which could lead to reunification, relative placement, or adoption. When parents come to the attention of our agencies, we need to look to the family as part of the solution, moving along this continuum only as it is necessary to keep the children safe. Keeping children with their kin, culture, and community reduces the trauma of separation and creates a sustainable plan that prepares the family for being back together. Transitions are smoother and less traumatic for the children. Children who remain with kin have greater placement stability. They do better in school, they're less likely to run away, and they're more likely to describe a childhood where they were always loved. Keeping children with kin also mitigates the disproportionality of Black and Brown children in the child welfare system. Children of color are more likely to enter care and less likely to leave. By using kin to keep children out of care, we push back against the structural racism inherent in our system and the overrepresentation of the BIPOC community that results. As we do this, we need to be aware of and manage our biases. We all bring biases to this work, and the topic of substance use is no different, either from our own experiences or from a lack of education or current information. For example, a family member's own history of substance use does not automatically disqualify them as a source of support. We also need to understand the kinship member's initial reaction to being asked for support. Most family members will not be prepared for the call in an emergency. Their concerns about the financial impact, the physical demands, and the emotional piece of managing the situation may look like an unwillingness or an opposition. Fear can look like anger, but we need to understand these reactions as normal and help family members talk them through and work through their thoughts and feelings. Providing support is essential. It may look like education specifically about substance use and what it means to help a family member who's working towards sobriety. It might be what treatment looks like or how relapse is part of the recovery process. Support may also mean helping family members navigate the child welfare system, understanding court involvement, service planning, treatment meetings, and all the other pieces of the process that we take for granted. So what do? First, we identify kin as soon as possible, asking all parties to help, completing genograms, and remembering to include the father side of the family. We assess the family's ability to keep the child safe, to provide for the child's needs, and to determine their long and short-term commitment. To help the family members establish connections, kin can serve as visitation resources and as ongoing support to older youth as they enter adulthood. And we provide training support and services that are tailored to their situation, that respect and respond to their cultural needs. Including family members in the process of decision-making by keeping them informed and being transparent about options will ensure more successful outcomes. Turning to the natural supportive family is better for children, better for families, and embraces the culture of recovery supported by this training and BDSS and for individuals coping with substance use disorders. Thank you for listening and for your commitment to the important work of strengthening families and keeping children close to home.